best show ever.
Ever.
Are you watching Date Night with Connie and Chrissy? I'm your host, Connie Henriquez, and my crazy co-host, Chrissy Bogues.
Chrissy Bogues in the house. What's up? It's a Wednesday night. We're a little tired, but we're here, and it's late.
Don't worry, because we have our Java
That's
kick.
Right. We got our Java kick.
And Tito's.
Well, actually, our Tito mixed Java kick.
That's right.
Which is actually a great mixture, because this has got the caffeine. We got the alcohol. You shamble that all together. What do you got?
You got a freaking amazing date night.
You got an amazing date night drink. All right, and it gives you a lot of energy. That's what I love about it, especially tonight. We're doing a show at 9 p.m.
This is like past their bedtime. Not really. Actually.
Not really. I'd be sitting home watching God knows what.
I was just trying to act like I fit in with everyone else. So I don't know.
We'd be on Facebook Live like everybody's on right now. But
that's right.
Java Kick keeps us awake, especially at this time of hour.
That's
so
right.
Check it out, javakick.com.
Please, who are we
It's
kidding?
all natural.
We drink it all day. Give me a break.
That's true.
I know.
I never was really into energy drinks until I tried Java Kick, though.
But you know what?
I like that it's natural.
And it's all about the flavor. And I think the one thing about Java Kick and Tito's, not that we drink Tito's during the day.
Well. Connie?
But it's
sometimes we do.
That's right. But it actually has a really good flavor.
It does. It actually kind of tastes like Dr. Pepper. I used to love Dr. Pepper back in the day.
Yeah, so did I. Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Like cherry Coke.
Oh, that was a good one as well.
So guys, just so you know, if you want to stay up all day and feel refreshed, date night style, you need to get your Java Kicks.
Right.
And Tito's if you want to be a rebel at work.
That's right. For all the coffee drinkers out there.
That's right.
It's got a nice coffee flavor.
We won't tell HR.
We can do whatever the heck we want.
Right.
We don't have HR.
Exactly.
We do what we want.
And she ain't here tonight either.
And we do it live. Yeah, where's Natalie, our HR rep?
I know. She's home. What are we going to do?
She'd be firing us on the spot.
She would. Drinking on the job.
I know. That's all right. She'd be with us, though.
She would.
She gets us.
It's after hours.
That's right. But I'm excited for
First
tonight.
of all, I am super excited because who is our guest?
Jackie, the joke man, Martling from the Howard Stern Show. He was the head writer for many, many years and the on-air personality there. I think 18 years, if I'm not mistaken.
And
That's a long time, man.
It's super long. It's just as
to come up with jokes, too.
As we waited for him to be on our show.
That's true.
Since we met him last year at Restudio's in Patchogue. And
That's right, at Frank McKay's event. His great networking events that he does once a month.
That's right.
That's how we met him.
That's how we met him.
And he was great.
Jackie was such a jokester.
That's right.
And super funny. And we're like, dude, we have to have you on.
Yep.
And then our schedule has been busy. His schedule has been busy.
That's
and so we just managed to get Jackie on a Wednesday night.
Thank God.
Hence where we're not doing a show on Friday night.
I know. I don't stay up late for many people. But I'll do it for Jackie, the joke man.
That's right. Because he's worth it.
He really is. He's one of the funniest people I ever met.
The raunchy talent that he has.
The fact that he can keep going and being funny all these years.
The fact that he has a hotline that you call up.
I know.
A 516 hotline that tells you dirty jokes every day.
I love that hotline. That's use your finger. Let's give it to everybody now. You could call. Well, don't call during our show.
Don't call during our show. Come on.
516-922-WINE. Use your finger and you'll get a nice, dirty, raunchy joke.
That's right.
We called it today. we got a ton of jokes. Connie didn't believe me. She's like, wait, let's call right now. We conferenced it in, and we got a couple of funny jokes, and then he lets you know where he's playing, where he's performing.
That's right, and he let you know that he was on date night tonight.
That's right.
The #1 Long Island TV show ever.
That's right. Check us out. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tweet us.
That's
Instagrams.
right.
Just do everything to us.
Come on, don't forget, you're home. You got
have your way with us.
Yeah, have your way with us. Have fun. Grab a cocktail.
Grab a Java Tito.
Grab a Java Kick at, what's the website?
JavaKick.com and have your way with us.
That's right.
I'll take it, guys.
Oh, man. Now we're moving ahead to relationship status.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
All right. So before I pass out and fall asleep.
Not with your Java Kick. You're going to be up all night.
That's right. Thanks, Chef.
Forget, we're never sleeping tonight.
Now I'm going to be climbing the walls after the show. I'm not going to know what to do.
But we'll be hanging with Jackie in our underwear.
He's got more energy than anybody I've ever met.
Who?
Jackie the Joke Man. He doesn't need an energy drink.
He really doesn't.
I'm going to ask him if he does drink energy drinks.
I know.
That's a good question.
He probably drinks Java Kick.
I think he does.
I feel like he does.
If he doesn't, we're going to force it down his throat live on the air.
Exactly.
That'll be a whole new segment. Force your guest to drink your drink.
That's right, because that's how we roll on date night.
That's right. So we had
Peer
an
pressure.
amazing weekend last weekend.
First of all,
what did we do?
We just want to say that we love Constantine Maroulis.
I love him so
and he's
much.
super talented. He's extremely handsome.
And an amazing
we're like
person.
his biggest fan, yeah.
Now we're his biggest fans. He had that whole table at his event on Sunday of all those fans, but you know what? I'm moving those biatches out the way. They're not biatches, but I'm saying it jokingly.
I know, because that's your term. She calls me biatch all the time anyway.
I call you snitch as
She's
well.
upgraded it to snitch because I was offended by the biatch. I'm only kidding. She made that all up. But anyway.
Now I'm his biggest fan.
That's right. So we met Constantine's biggest fans at his, he performed, I have to do this. That's my
He performed
it's my turn now.
at the Green Room 42 in New York City at the Yotel Hotel, which is an amazing new modern hotel. Everything is computerized. You don't see a person when you walk in.
And it's amazing.
Nobody checks your bags.
It's on 10th and 42nd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that hotel. It was beautiful.
It was gorgeous. Plus, they have great restaurant inside.
Yes, too, yeah.
And so we got to meet a lot of Constantine's fans that
Which we
fly
love.
in from all over the country. And I have to say, they are the sweetest,
Oh my God.
most devoted peeps ever. And we love you. So big shout out from Date Night.
Yes.
And we're sorry we couldn't talk longer.
I know.
But they are so amazing. So shout out to them.
Maybe
And
now they'll fly in to see us.
I feel like they will. I feel like they will.
Especially Mary Jane. We love you because
Mary
I know
Jane
she's
Mertz.
watching. We love you, Mary Jane.
That's right. So we had a blast at the Constantine event at Green Room 42.
He played my song, Don't Stop Believin'.
That's right. And so anytime we attend an event, the
Yep.
first thing you have to do is take a selfie.
That's
so that's what we
right.
did. So that's Chrissy and I in front of the purple curtain because that's how we roll.
That's right.
And this is the table that we were at because we had Jeff, James, we had
Keeney.
That's right. We hung out and we had a great time.
I loved it.
We had a VIP status. There's Keeney right there.
We got front row because, of course, when
love
you're with me,
Constantine.
you're always going to guarantee to get front
There
row
you
with the
go.
bands because I should be band manager. I really
That's
should.
right. She does the wave. She does the recording.
That's right.
You do everything.
And I get in there with the manager, the guy who runs the event, Daniel, who we love. We're going to have him on the show as well. What a doll. And actually, he's a singer as well.
They're all singers.
All aspiring Broadway singers. So we're going to have him on the show too.
Yeah.
But I contacted him way before the event. He's like, don't worry, I got you. You'll be in the front. And sure enough, he kept his word.
Of course, 'cause
I
we're
was
date
basically
night.
on the stage.
Yeah.
I was basically the piano player. I was sitting on the
She
piano
was.
player's lap.
Yeah, exactly. We thought you were the second fiddle in that whole thing. So there's us with Mary Jane Mertz, who we love, and she's absolutely adorable. And she
She
flies
is.
in from Michigan.
Wow,
I
that's
think it was
unbelievable.
Michigan.
Yeah, it
Mary
was
Ann,
Michigan.
Am I right? Michigan, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And she's adorable. And she's
She
the
is.
best hairdo ever.
I know. I loved her.
I know. And there's Constantine. Like, look at that.
I love him.
He has such a presence.
I know. His voice is phenomenal. And what I love about him, like even if they met, like they screwed up his mic a little bit, he just has the best sense of humor. He's so
He rolls with
easygoing. Yep, amazing guy.
And he sang a lot of songs from West Side Story.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. American Idol
American
he did.
Idol.
Jesus
Jesus Christ Superstar. And then also
Rent.
Rent.
Chess.
What else?
What?
Chess.
Chess? Is that a show? Chess? It's a show? I don't know. I never heard of it.
Great. Constantine's going to be mad at us. We didn't even know.
Anyway, he did amazing. And there's us with Constantine after the show.
Look how happy he looks.
I try to do it in order of the night because otherwise I forget how things roll. So
That's
yes,
all right.
that was us. He got off the stage.
Yep, he came
That's
to
us with him because we have to get our own selfie, of
That's right.
course. That's us again.
I love it. Where's my
Oh,
favorite
that's us
one?
with the Jeff.
Joseph?
The Honey Bunnies. Yeah, that's right. That's while Constantine was taking a selfie with everyone else.
Yeah, that was with his fans at the table.
That's right.
But my favorite one is that one.
Oh my God! You have to see
I
this.
love-
First of all, I love it because it looks like
Him and I are in our own
Chrissy
picture.
and Constantine are on a prom date.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like resting my head lovingly on his chest, trying to get a whiff. I'm like, I wish he would want to hang out with me after the show. But no, he just threw me aside like yesterday's deli meat. That's all right, Constantine, I'll remember that.
Well, Karen and I are in the sunlight. I don't know where you guys are at. You're
I know,
in
what the
back
F?
room.
We were trying to make out, man. Give
I
us some
know.
room.
Well, we gave you the darkness. What
All
else
right.
more did you want?
I don't know.
I
I'll have
love
to-
it.
I'll have to try
That
again
was the
next time.
oddest picture ever. It really
I love
was.
it. And his arm was like in front of Keen. He was like shoving you two out. He's like, get out of the way. It's me and Chrissy here.
Me and the blonde.
That's
She doesn't
right.
know where she is. That's me. That's me. That's us with Jivey.
That was the piano player. He was amazing.
He was really great. Yeah.
We loved him. He wants to be on our show. He's going to come on.
He's
Look how I'm
awesome.
touching him. I always have to touch everybody.
I know. You know what's
I just
so
noticed
funny?
that.
After the fact, I said, "Look
Why?
how Chrissy is touching his chest."
I'm a loving person. I got to touch everybody. I don't know.
Oh my God.
They like it. Look at him. He looks happy
He
as shit.
loves it, of course. I just think it's funny. It looks like you guys are in love.
I know, we do, right?
So
And he's tilting toward me.
Right.
Again.
So you left Constantine for this dude at the end
No,
of the show.
I would never leave Constantine. He's my number one and only.
And then we happened to see Ramona Singer, who was very pleasant. And it was nice to see her.
Yeah, the Housewives are coming back again. I think
right.
it starts in a week or so. So we're big fans of them. Yeah. Housewives in New York City. Ramona, we met her last year at the St. Bart's event.
Yep, but we especially love Bethany. We can't wait to get her on the show. We love her.
Yes.
She's
She's
super
like us.
funny. She's totally blunt about everything.
We could drink the Skinny Girl margaritas.
Totally.
With the Tito's.
That's right, of course.
And we'll be set.
We'll set
And by the way, do we have another picture?
No.
Okay, by the way, I just want to give a shout out to Amanda Wissette and Larry for my beautiful new bling they got me for my birthday. Isn't that beautiful?
How beautiful.
I love it.
So Chrissy Vogue.
It is so me. So thank you, Wissette. I love you. I know she couldn't be here tonight, but we got her husband Larry giving Jackie the Joke Man financial advice upstairs. I can only imagine him what he's saying to Jackie right now.
Too.
You got to invest in the PB&J 500. What is it called? The S&P 500? Whatever the hell it is.
Who knows?
Well, we don't invest.
Whatever.
Maybe that's
We're investing in our future.
Exactly.
With this thing.
Exactly. We're banking on it. So please go like our page and subscribe to everything.
Subscribe to our YouTube page, like us on Twitter, follow us on
That's
Twitter,
right.
or whatever else you do on our panhandles or whatever sort.
Oh, nice word. I haven't heard that in a while.
Panhandles?
Panhandle. Aren't those the people that go around?
You're right. Ad handles.
Panhandles?
What are they called what is it called?
Panhandles.
Panhandler.
Right.
They go around selling stuff. They're begging?
Panhandler.
Oh, they're begging. Great. We're not beggars.
Wait, what is the handles for the social media? Go to our handles.
Yeah, you go to our handle, but we're not panhandlers. Now we're begging people? Now I'm going
It
around.
was an error.
I'm knocking on today's chef's door. Hey. I don't know what we're going to get
We're cashing in on that investment. All right, so ready for our Start Living Life tip of the week. All right, guys, so in life you can appreciate or you can complain. It's your choice.
That's right.
That's right. So think about it.
Choose wisely.
Exactly. You can look at how amazing your life is and focus on that, because the more you appreciate about your life and your partner, the more you create an amazing life and amazing partner.
I like
wow, what a concept. And the more you complain about your life and complain about your partner, the more you screw up your relationship and your life. So you don't want to do that.
And then you end up broken up.
Exactly. So make an effort, look for positive aspects of your life that you love, and you focus on that, and you will get more.
That's right.
So for more Start Living advice, Start Living Life advice, go to startlivinglife.com.
You sound like an infomercial.
I'm trying.
Right. And now for my bestie of the week, which I love.
Bestie of the week.
This reminds me of me and you, because me and you both love tea. We're very into tea.
With Tito's.
That's right, tea
And
with
Java
Tito's
Kicks.
and Java Kicks. Mix them all together. Screw it. I'm going to
cares?
put everything together and see if I vomit. Let's see how much stuff I can throw in my throat and see if I can hold it down without vomiting. But I love this line, snarky tea. It's so cute. And what I love, you're going to love this. I don't think I told you. They're about self-love, which you and I are about.
Holla.
And giving women everywhere fun, delicious tea with a boost of confidence. Look at the funny.
Ooh, calm the F down, wake the F up.
Fierce biatch, calm the F down, get your ass out of bed, get your shit together. My favorite, namaste, motherfucker. That's my favorite one. I'm ordering it, guys, tomorrow. It's $12.99. $12.99, and what I love is they were actually featured at the Oscars, and we do have a picture. That's Karina Smirnoff from Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
And then what's
Randy
that?
Jackson
Randy, thank you.
from American Idol.
Thank you, I almost forgot. Yeah,
American Idol.
which Constantine
you
probably
go.
knows very well. Jackie's yelling to us. And what I love is that each comes with a love letter to the customer on the back of the tin. Isn't that so us?
Oh, that's adorable.
I know. $12.99. Go to snarkytea.com. All right, now we got to get ready because Jackie the Joke Man is screaming
He's
to us.
already hollering at us.
That means he's ready to go.
He's ready to rumble.
He's ready to rumble. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with Jackie the Joke Man Martling.
Yeah, grab a Tito's.
I think there's a lot of things that make Tito's vodka different. We like to make vodka with some body in it, so it kind of tells a little story. The pot still is a big part of it. To get it just right, we distill it 6 times. We use 100% corn, it's gluten-free. Won the Ultimate Cocktail Challenge, Best Vodka and Tonic. Won the World Spirits Competition, unanimous judge's choice. Best vodka out of 72 vodkas. There's nothing better out there. If I found a better vodka, I'd drink it.
What's happening, world? Constantine Maroulis here. You know me from Rock of Ages, from American Idol. I'm here with Long Island's #1 TV show, Date Night TV, with Connie and Chrissy. Yeah. We're having an awesome time, man. Check them out online, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. We have a hot show for you guys. Can't wait. Check me out online. I love Long Island. Forget about it. That's right.
Love you.
Ow!
You're the awesome.
Thank you.
And
we're back with the funniest guy I can't even say it now. He wants to put earplugs in his ears. With the funniest guy I've ever met. He was from Howard Stern. He was on the Howard Stern show as the head writer.
He's crying.
On-air personality for 18 years. He's the funniest guy, right, that we've ever met. I love this guy.
Yeah.
We met him last year. I love him.
He's too serious, Jackie.
We got to introduce him.
Serious.
Jackie, the joke man, Martling.
That is the kiss of death when you walk in a room. So like, this guy's so funny.
And then he's not.
The reason I'm here, I don't even know where.
Go look straight ahead where the red light is.
My good friend Frank McKay has
these
parties at Prestigio's grill or bar or restaurant, whatever it is. And I walked in and I knew nobody, and I was walking around in circles around the bar, and I saw these two babes sitting together. I figured they're a couple homos. And then when I circled around again, they were kind of giggling, and I stopped and I laughed with them, and I liked them. And it turned out they were the only two people that I felt like talking to in the whole place.
That was nice. Thank
that was
you.
sweet. I didn't know where he was going with that.
You're the only one I wanted to talk to.
I know.
And I thought they were cute and fun, and then they started talking, and I said, oh, crap, well, I'm here anyway. You know?
So you didn't like what we had to say?
I love what you had to say. I just like,
we almost made out. Remember the picture of your tongue?
You guys almost did make out.
And I always do that. That's my call.
I'm going to use that for blackmail later on in
That's
years.
the tongue that won East Norwich.
But we loved you at that event.
And it was nice.
I was so excited that you were there.
Show. And I didn't know it was going to be this pink, but I'm
sorry. Well, you're at Cherry Grove right now. Just pretend you're in
fun.
fun.
Exactly. Minus the snow.
That reminds me, because I just got very involved with a charity called pinktie.org.
Oh my God, we go there every year, of course.
And, I was just telling them a story about that, and I just got involved with Mike Cave and Joey Reynolds and the gang there, and they're wonderful, wonderful people. And so I just gave them a nice little plug, and everything's pink, so why not?
So yeah, and we're gonna be there May 22nd to support Pink Tie event, which is gonna be at Crest Hollow, I believe.
You'll be there, Jackie?
Oh, of course I'll be there.
Oh, great! We should go as your dates.
I would love that.
Oh my God, I can't wait. But Jackie, I just want to point out, because I love that you've had that running dirty joke line since 1979, which her and I called today.
We called today.
Because I didn't believe it. I'm like, is it still going?
I started that. There was no comedy on Long Island. And we needed to advertise. Me and Richie Minavidi wanted to advertise our shows at a restaurant in Huntington that was owned by Jerry Cooney's brother, Jerry Cooney, the boxer from a million years ago.
Oh.
And I got the bright idea, why don't I get a phone line and tell dirty jokes?
That was brilliant.
Then say where we're working. And people say, man, that's so great. You got so rich from that. It has cost me a fortune.
No, is that true?
1979. And
wow.
But that's the reason Governor's called me up, and I started Governor's Comedy Shop, and I started the brokerage, and I was on the Rick Dees show, which was a national syndicated show forever.
Yes.
So the joke line has paid for itself, and I tried so hard to stop it. It got to where it was 10 lines, and it was like between 5,000 or 10,000 calls a day. Swear to God.
Wow.
Swear to God. Because what happened was Bob Buckman from BAB put me on the air, so every day he would call 9221, but he was actually calling a special machine where I put jokes and insulted him and Perry, his on-air partner, and Rick Dees started calling it, and Rick Dees used to say, the number is 922-9463, 516-922-9463, and Rick Dees used to give it out in California and tell people it was Tom Selleck's own phone.
No!
So everybody.
That's great!
He used to put it on his national syndicated show.
Oh
so
my
the thing
God!
It was just fantastic.
That's awesome.
And I kept trying to shut it down, and now it's the second line in my house.
No, it's not.
Every time the light goes
on. So you saw Russ light up today?
You always light me up.
Oh, that was nice. I love it.
I have no idea which of you is which.
Jackie, come on.
Can you try to guess?
You can't be the one with the nice hooters, because they both have nice hooters.
We do. We both do.
Both are attractive.
Which one do you think is Chrissy? Which is Connie?
Yeah, I think.
Well, I think you only made out with me. I think you only made out.
I didn't know you made out with both of us. I'm a little insulted now.
Well, we kind of almost
I
did.
made
But
out with the guys up there.
I'll take it, guys.
You guys did 45 minutes. I'm up there.
So wait.
You were making out with my brother-in-law and Larry, Frank and Larry.
So Jackie, tell us, because how did you get started in comedy? Did you always know you were funny?
I knew if I came all the way to Woodbury, you'd have a
Came
unique
all the
question
way.
that I'd never been asked before.
I know.
I
didn't want
woke up one
We have
morning
unique
and
ones,
I
don't
had this crazy erection.
and you were like,
And
holy
I
shit,
stood
I'm
up
funny.
and I said, what do you want to do? And it pointed towards a girl, and I went to the girl and I said, what do you like? She said, I want to laugh, so I was funny.
Really?
I love it. That's
The
a
girl
great.
went away, the erection went away, and I'm stuck with you.
Wait, that was brilliant. That was a great. Now I don't know where to go with that.
My cousin told a dirty joke when I was on the floor this is a true story.
Okay.
In third grade.
Now we're getting serious.
wow.
All right.
In third grade, me and my buddies were sitting there freezing our balls off because we had just had a snowball fight outside. And in those days, we were poor kids, so we didn't have a dryer or anything. I don't even know if anybody did in 1956. And
Right.
So we're sitting there shivering and freezing, trying to get warm so we could go out and finish the snowball fight. Second grade, fourth grade, third grade, small town.
Right.
My cousin walked in, he was from 8th grade, and he read a filthy poem. And everybody was like enchanted and mesmerized, and it must have clicked. It was, wow, that's cool. And since that day, I've remembered every joke I've ever heard. Every joke.
I find that so
I graduated
impressive.
from college as a mechanical engineer, and I used my diploma to roll pot. I don't know anything but
Which,
jokes.
by the way, you tweet everybody at 420 every day, still to this day.
420.
For all the pot smokers out there.
Jackie
I never knew that.
I just did a great.
Well, you got to smoke weed.
420 is the International Marijuana Time. You didn't know
I
that?
didn't know
so
that.
There's a million tales about how that came about. But
Yeah, tell it while you're talking about it.
supposedly there was some kids in a high school in Los Angeles that got stoned right after school every day at 420.
Yeah.
And went international. That's probably bullshit, but it's fun.
So that's how you
like
started tweeting about it.
Yeah.
Did you smoke weed before you came to our show?
Oh,
Are you high
kidding?
now?
You smoked the whole
No,
tree.
I haven't smoked pot in a while.
Oh,
at
really?
one point I hadn't smoked pot in like a year, and I've since become very good friends with Willie Nelson. But we got on Willie's bus, and I walked on Willie Nelson's bus, and he handed me the open end of one of those vacuum bags, one of those, what are they called?
What?
The vaporizer.
Oh, the vapor,
Sometimes
yeah.
you're in a vacuum, and he hands me open end, and I said, well, there goes my year.
Oh my God! You don't like the vapor?
I like anything, yeah.
He loved it. He broke his year contract.
I quit drinking 15 years ago, but I didn't stop smoking pot. But I smoke on and off. Right now I'm on a break.
All right, well,
Nice. Whatever works for you, Jackie.
You're probably crazier when you're
I'm not,
stoned and drunk.
if I was 1/10 as wild as Howard Stern made it sound,
Really?
He'd say I drank 40 Heinekens a night.
But you didn't.
No, 30.
So he was elaborating. He was.
No, he wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't do that. So listen.
This is why we're here.
I
That's
know,
right.
I love it.
We're gonna get to that, Jackie. But we got to talk about. People haven't seen you in a while. They're interested. But you started out as a musician, which, and I read this and I thought this was funny. You used to drive a hearse with all the band equipment in it.
Is that true?
Because that's hysterical.
We all lived in Denver. There was 8 guys from Oyster Bay, Long Island, that lived in Denver. And one guy got up and said, you know what, I'm going to go out and find a car we can all go partying. We're like, yeah, good, Bug. So Bug goes out and he comes back a couple hours later and says, come on, check it out. And we go out and he had a 1955 Cadillac hearse. It was gray and ugly. And we drove it to Michigan and back.
No.
And then we finally drove it home to New York. A true story. We all quit our jobs and went home to New York, and my buddy had a motorcycle. I had an electric piano that I sold and used the money to buy 12 pounds of pot.
No. Is this real?
We had a U-Haul with 12 pounds of pot and motorcycle, and we were going to go to Maryland to sell the weed. It was Christmas time.
Oh my God.
We went to Michigan first. We got so drunk for a week that by the time we got to Maryland, there's no cell phones, so no communication.
Right.
We got to Maryland. They had all left for Christmas break. There was nobody there, so we had to drive from Maryland to Long Island in 1973. The height of the Rockefeller laws, with 12 pounds of pot, a motorcycle on a U-Haul, and back of a gray 55 Cadillac hearse. If we hadn't got stopped, I'd still be in jail. we just drove right home. And then the guys gave us the car, and me and my partner painted it bright yellow, and we used it for the entire 70s. It was called Tweety.
I wish you had a picture. We would have
Tweety.
shown it.
Tweety bird.
Why didn't you send it to me? I would have shown it.
I'll send them to you. You can put them up on.
Yeah, we can edit it into the
we can
video.
put it on our page.
It was so much fun. We drove, and we had young girls and pot and booze, and drove around when it wasn't broken down. It spent a lot of time broken down, I think. So and we were a fun band. We were lousy, but we were great.
You don't still play to this day? Do you play
I
music?
play.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have my album.
Well, what's your? Oh yeah, you gave me your album. You sent me your album. I have
This is a
it.
music album.
I know. I have it. I
Happy
didn't open it yet.
endings. I love
Happy
it. How
endings.
appropriate.
That is the best name. I love it. Happy endings. I
Well,
love
the
it.
songs were so much fun that we wouldn't stop playing. So we.
I especially love the picture on it.
Is that
yoga? Is that yoga?
No, that's my sister.
No, come on, Jackie. Oh my God. So
Can anyone really do that?
you left the music biz and then you got into radio.
You know what? Rodney Dangerfield and Jackie Mason always used the same joke, and but it's so appropriate. I quit music in 1979, and to give you an idea how well I was doing, I was the only one who knew I quit.
Oh my God, that's a good one. I love it.
You know what?
Great.
Hey, this is a true
You're like
story.
my brother-in-law. You
This
make
is a
yourself
true
laugh
story,
at your own
too.
jokes.
There were three of us in the band. It was me and the guy who taught me guitar. We played together in high school, played together after college. We played together in the 70s. And we added an organ player, a piano player. So there's three of us in the band, and we made we had so much fun, and we got laid, and we drank, and got stoned. We filled the hearse with people.
I wish I was doing that right now.
It was so great, but we were horrible. And after like
But at least you got laid from it.
6 or 7 years, we weren't any further than we'd been. And one night, we're in the back room, which you can't call it a dressing room because
A green room. Can't you call it the green room?
It's the room where they keep the beer. And
That's great.
me and the other two guys said to me, I swear to God, and this is a guy, my best friend, he's still my best friend since kindergarten. I've known the guy 64 years. But at the time, it's 1979 and 1978, and the two guys in the band said, Jackie, we're leaving the band and we're going to start our own band. I said, wait a minute, you jerk off.
Wait.
I said, if there's 3 people in the band and 2 of them leave to start their own band, that's kicking me out of the band.
Were they really kicking you out?
No, they left to start their own band.
But why did they want
truth is,
you?
I wrote all the songs and told all the jokes. So it really, but it's so funny. You know, we're going to leave to start our own
That's great. And we're not taking you with us.
Yeah.
You're on your own, Jackie.
Any
Good luck.
questions?
Ringo, George, and Paul and John, they're going to start their own band, Ringo, but but you're still the Beatles.
So then how did you make your way to Howard Stern then?
I knew every joke in the world always. We told jokes in all through the 70s. In my band in college, we had a rock and roll band. I used to tell jokes between songs, which was so unbelievably inappropriate, and nobody liked it, and I just didn't care. It was people
I didn't care. That's great.
So I knew all the jokes in the world, and when the band broke up, I was playing by myself, playing guitar, and singing my songs and telling my jokes, and I was horrible. And the worst story in the world is there was a place in Huntington called the Hungry Bear, and it was like December 21st, 22nd, really close to Christmas. It was a single storefront bar, a long bar with a little tiny stage at the end, and I'm up there with my guitar on my stool with my foot tambourine. I'm telling jokes and playing
In your
songs,
underwear?
And there's like one guy at the bar and one couple and the bartender, and it's so ugly and lonely. And I'm playing my songs, and the songs and the jokes just bounce around the walls, and I swear to God, at one point the bartender says, Jack, they want you outside. And I said, who? And he said, everybody. It was the worst experience in the world. Now, what happened? Did everything go off?
But wait,
No,
that's
the best story.
But Jackie, listen, that's pretty.
Best story. They got nothing.
Jackie, that's
got it,
impressive
Jackie.
though. That you would play and you would play to a crowd of nobody.
Well, what
and
happened
you did it
was,
anyway.
what happened was that I wound up running into a couple of comedians at a place called My Father's Place.
I know.
Everything that happened to me happened because people lied and cheated, and not me. My band used to play at this place called My Father's Place, which was very fantastic show bar.
Where was that?
In Roslyn. Like the Rolling Stones played there.
Wow.
Springsteen, you know,
No
like
way.
when they came through and fooled around. And it was a big deal if we got a night there. So we had a night there, and we showed up for our sound check, and the owner, Epi, who's still around, had booked the Gong Show auditions before our set to make an extra few dollars because he's a club owner.
Yeah.
And these guys are up there auditioning for the Gong Show, and I see these comedians, and I'm like, I'm as funny as them. And I went up to him and struck up a conversation with Richie Minervini, who's the guy who owned the East Side Comedy Club.
Okay.
But he didn't, you know, he was just starting out. And I said, this is a true story. I said, how'd you get to be a comedian? And he said, I had cars made. And he showed me his card.
No.
And I'll send that to him, too, because I still have a scan of that. And we went over to this place called Richard M. Dixon's White House Inn, and that's where I met Eddie Murphy and Bobby Nelson. And all these
Yeah,
people.
you were really
But
instrumental in Eddie Murphy, right?
I had my own show, me sitting my guitar and my guitar amp. So the comedians used to come to my gigs because there was no place for them to get up. Like Eddie Murphy would get up.
No way.
You know.
But wait, were you nervous at first? It was just natural, or how was it?
No, we were all I was drunk. We were all
Oh
horrible.
wow, that's the key. Oh
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
I knew we were onto something. Cheers.
No, it was great fun. I never got nervous, you know. Just
You were just a
It
natural.
sucked not being good, but you know, it didn't make you nervous.
It didn't like just
You know,
discourage
what
you.
happens is later on when you get known and you get a little bit famous, then you anticipate because when people are paying a lot of money, you know, if somebody's shelling out $40, you want to give them their money's worth.
Yeah.
So it's more pressure.
So I'm telling jokes, and we started a couple of comedy shows, and I was recording my comedy shows, and I said to my girlfriend at the time, I said, they laughed at every joke I told last night. I should make an album. She said, so make an album. So I made an album, and then I made another one, and then I made another one. By 1982, I had 3 of them.
That's
Sending
crazy.
them to everybody, just like I sent my crap to you. I sent it to
We loved it.
everybody.
I thought it was
I
called
love it.
tchotchkes.
And one of the persons I sent it to was Howard Stern, because he was coming to NBC in New York, and he called
Yeah.
up and said, hey, your albums are funny, come on, hang out on the air.
Were you like stoked at that point? Like
I had no idea who he
You had
was.
no
I could have
idea.
cared less. You know, I just knew it was a fun thing. You know, my office was the attic of my mother's house, and I drove into K-Rock, and into NBC.
Yeah, WNBC.
And it was the same gang. It was me and Howard and Fred and Robin, and we laughed for 4 hours. And when we were done, they said, "You know what? You're a lot of fun. You want to come back next week?" I said, "Well, hell yeah, I'd like to come back next week." So I came back once a week for free for 3 years.
Wow, really?
Slowly but surely, I was passing him notes, and then we went to. He got fired. Then he got rehired at K-Rock, and he said, "Hey, we're going to mornings. We want you to be part of the show 2 days a week." And I almost immediately went to 5 days a week because he was a lot
Wow.
funnier when I was handing him notes.
Yeah, we
So
want
what
to
was
hear
the
about
experience like
And then
at
we
Howard
went-
Stern?
To Pluto.
that. Yeah.
Right.
went to
Well, just
Pluto.
think, Jackie, you were instrumental in all that. How amazing is
Exactly.
that? You should be
Well,
pretty
you
impressed.
know where I wound up? Here.
Now you're on date night.
You obviously had
Forget
me
Howard
because you were on
Stern.
date night.
Howard Stern's old news. Now you're on
You
date
guys,
night.
were,
with
have-
Connie and
you guys
Chrissy.
were asking me if I had anybody advising me. Do the math.
No, but
Seems like you won the jackpot.
You guys are adorable.
thank you.
Really.
We love you so much. But so did you get
That is-
along with
that's
everybody?
amazing,
Robin,
though.
Howard.
No,
What
it
was?
was-
Did you guys fight on air? Like what
Yeah, it was
happened?
a field day. There was a field day for 15 years. Great fun.
So nobody
great
had any no tension. Nobody fought really.
No, I mean, we
Everybody
fought
was-
on the air constantly, but that was, you know.
Was
that
it all
just for the
gimmick?
show.
But there was no gimmick. It was all, when I broke Gary's balls about having a fat ass, it wasn't that I invented it. If you looked, he had a fat ass.
It wasn't that I invented it. What was Robin really like? Was she as serious as she was on air?
That's tight.
Really?
No.
Oh, she see. We weren't surprised. She seems very
No.
serious. No.
No. She, everybody was fun. We just had a field day.
But Jackie, you are super funny, and I have to say, and I mean
Yeah,
that
you
with
are.
all. We mean that you obviously were very instrumental in all of it since you wrote the jokes.
You were the head writer.
Yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
But
I know.
didn't. Yeah, it wasn't constant. Like he'd go for a long time.
I know. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. We're giving you props.
we're giving you a compliment.
So
Take
Jackie,
it.
what's the creative process like? How do you even come up with one-liners
When
to
you're
hand
hanging
over?
around
For all
with
those
people-
years,
Yeah.
You know what?
especially.
What's really funny is I'm not really a comedian.
What?
I tell jokes. I don't get up and talk about my life and my wife.
Oh,
I tell joke after joke. They're old jokes, and I tell them better than anybody in the world, and I just kill with my jokes. On the complete flip side of that, my job on the Stern Show that I created, it wasn't a job that existed in the universe, was imagine if you were talking to him.
James.
You're Howard Stern,
James, our video
and you're talking to Robin over there.
Yeah.
And you're talking,
He's Robin.
and the conversation is me and you and her.
Yeah.
Okay? And we're talking, and supposedly I'm a funny guy. And you know, in the conversation, you say something, and I think of something funny, and I say it. Instead of saying it, I write it down. So you say what's funny from you, and you say what's funny from you, but you're also saying what's
funny
from
me.
Oh. And he's so brilliant that he just seamlessly would work it in, and I would write an insult, and he'd put it on Fred. He'd turn it around to me. It was a remarkable.
It's pretty genius.
Yeah,
it was a remarkable setup, and it was so funny. One of the stories from my book that's one of my favorite stories.
In your new book,
especially since Bruce Jenner is back in the news or whatever.
Oh, this is about Bruce Jenner.
So,
you mean Caitlyn Jenner? Caitlyn.
So, if a really famous person came in, they got brought in right away. They didn't have to wait. So Gary came in one day and said, hey, Howard, Dom DeLuise here. I said, okay. So I'm sitting there, and Dom DeLuise is sitting there, and I'm here, and Howard's there, and I'm writing notes, and he's firing away for a couple minutes. We go to commercial. And Dom DeLuise turns to me and goes, this is incredible. The way this... What a thing you guys got working here. It's amazing.
Where's our person?
It's like, you guys are sharing a brain. I never saw anything like it. I said, well, Dom, Jesus, coming from you, that's great. And then we went back on the air and they, giving Howard lines and lines. And he's like, man, and he gives me a hug. He said, that's the most amazing thing. What a thing to watch. And thank you. Aww. Hey, Howard, Bruce Jenner's here. Bruce Jenner comes and sits in the same seat.
Oh, really?
And I'm writing insults, and Howard's ripping them a new air.
No.
Right? And we get done with the segment, and he turns to me and he goes, what is it you keep writing? And I said, I got to keep telling Howard what time it is. He goes, that's what I thought.
No! Oh, my God, that is hysterical.
I swear to God, I'm like,
really? See, I like hearing stuff like this.
Back to back. Back to back. The A-B of the situation.
Oh, my God.
That's one of the greatest stories in the book. So don't buy the book. You heard the story, all right?
Any other good behind the scenes stories that people wouldn't know?
Endless.
Well, instead of you asking the questions that you said everyone always asks you,
let's forget the questions.
Throw the questions away.
No, that's enough from the book.
Tell us the fun stuff.
That's enough from the book.
All right. Why are you raising your hand? Is he trying to wrap us up already? We're not wrapping anything
no,
up.
we're not. We're going to show in a second.
So when you did stump the joke man, has anyone really stumped you live on the air?
No, people do all the time.
Oh, they have stumped you?
I was telling somebody today that I did a great podcast with Gary Cannon, who warms up the show for Conan O'Brien.
Oh, we love Conan.
I was just on the air with him for an hour, and he said the same thing. He said, "Do you ever get stumped?" But I'm old. I'm getting old. There's actually times where people go, okay, I got a joke for you. Why'd the chicken cross the road? And I'll be like, I swear I used to know this one.
Oh, shoot.
I feel like everyone should know that one.
Stump you.
One of the great stories of all time,
We're going to try to stop you, Jackie.
No, come on.
I was on stage doing the Rascals Comedy Hour. I was hosting Rascals Comedy Hour. And it's live, TV3 in West Orange, New Jersey. And I don't know, it was cable at the time. It was 1989 or whatever. Uh-huh. And this pretty girl comes on stage, and she asked me a joke. And it was the kind of joke that I tell, the kind of joke I would know. It's a funny joke. And she told me, she said to me, I'll tell you a joke in a second, but she tells me to set up with a joke. And I said, that sounds like something I should know. But I really don't know. I can't believe I don't know. And she goes, I can't believe you don't know either, because I stumped you with the same joke 2 years ago.
No! That's
great.
God.
She said, why did they bury Jewish guys standing up?
Why do they bury Jewish guys standing up?
Any help in the audience?
Larry?
Anything?
Larry's Jewish.
So the change won't fall out of their pockets.
Oh my God, that's fucking.
And I said, how can I not remember that?
That's friggin' hysterical. All right, well now it's time for date night with Connie and Chrissy. to stump the joke man. Or can they stump Jackie
now,
the
Jackie,
joke man?
this took a lot of research, so I'm just saying.
It took me 2 seconds to Google
If I know it, I get a
raunchy
hand
one-liners. What?
Nothing.
Oh my God.
Wait, Jackie, what did Jackie say?
There's a big prize.
Is Jackie
in the
dissing
line.
me?
No.
I'm going to go first, Jackie. I just Googled raunchy one-liners, so you're probably going to know all these. I didn't do any intense research.
Yeah, Jack.
Did you hear about the guy who died of a Viagra overdose?
He has a stiff neck.
That was,
Close.
There's a million answers.
think more like how you think.
Come on.
Viagra,
What happens after someone
he's
dies?
got a boner.
You go to a
But
wake.
it's too ambiguous.
All right, fine. They couldn't close the casket. Or his casket.
That's not the setup you said. You said,
Well, my setup was, did you hear about the guy who died of a Viagra overdose? And you're supposed to say they couldn't close his casket. I stumped him, guys.
Yeah,
I get a T-shirt. I get a stumped T-shirt. You better mail me it.
The idea of the
We
game
are the
is
tchotchkes.
the setup to the joke should
right.
lead
Oh,
to
shit.
the end.
I didn't do it right.
Oh.
To the end at all.
That is the end.
No.
You couldn't close the casket.
All right, let me try mine.
I don't
then.
know.
Let me try mine. Mine is
I didn't
even,
Google it right,
Mine's
then.
even worse, okay?
I take Viagra.
I got. Do
Jackie,
you?
mine's even worse.
Does it work really good?
It keeps me from rolling out of bed.
You ready for mine?
That's great.
I think it's going to be good. You ready?
You owe me a hand job.
Oh shit! My mother's watching. God's sake.
All right, Ma, you owe me a hand job.
My poor mother is an angel from heaven. My dad's watching.
Pop, you owe me a hand job.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Ma,
my
you
God.
can watch Pop give me a hand job.
Oh, my God.
They're like, where'd we go wrong with Christy?
If she muffs the next joke, you're blowing me.
Oh shit! Well, I found Connie's jokes, so I'm pretty sure I screwed this one up. Good, Connie, take it away.
All right, so just if there's any questions.
Close the coffin. I thought it was good. I thought you were going
It
to
is a
appreciate
good joke,
it.
but it didn't lead to it.
Oh god, I don't know what
Oh
that
my
means. You
God,
gotta
Jackie,
explain it.
mine's worse. I have
Ready,
to
go.
admit it. It's pretty worse. It doesn't even sound like a joke.
Just go.
All right, you
We're
ready?
on roll
Want to
today.
hear the dirtiest joke I ever heard?
Yeah.
It's not only the dirtiest joke I ever heard, but you can tell it to a 5-year-old and you can tell it on the radio.
Okay.
But it's too disgusting for me to use in my show because it makes people.
But you can tell it to a 5-year-old. Can't be that bad. Okay.
You guys ready? This is the greatest joke.
We're ready for the best joke ever.
A lady calls the doctor and she says, "Doc, I have diarrhea. Can I take a bath?" He says, "If you got enough."
Oh my god.
Kids go nuts.
Kids go nuts. I'll tell it to my 9-year-old nephews. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it, guys. So good, Connie. Tell your joke. See if Jackie.
All right,
if
it
you can
doesn't
stump
sound like a
him.
joke, but I'll just do it anyway.
Just try.
Why not?
Just
All
try.
right, so hey, what's up? Come on,
Again,
Jackie,
think
about
with your-
this. Hey,
think-
what's up?
Think with your schlong.
Yeah! All right, come on.
Give the
Keep
answer.
going.
Yeah!
I'm supposed to sit on your lap. I'm supposed to sit on your
Yeah.
lap.
Okay.
She doesn't have the.
Say it,
penis.
Jackie. What's the one-liner? Come on.
What's up?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? I don't even tell me broad.
That's like the easiest thing ever.
Well, I don't even
Finish it
remember the whole
off.
line.
Am I missing something?
Uh,
What's up?
Go ahead, dude.
hey, what's up? I don't remember because she didn't write it down properly
Kid said,
like I
what's
did.
up, the sky?
Hey, what's up? I'll sit
Hey,
on my
what's
lap and I'll show you what's up. Hey,
Hey!
do you think I have a? Do you think I have a career in being a comedian?
I deserve
Your
a
parents
shirt.
owe me a hand job too.
Our videographer owes you one.
What's up?
All right, so
Sit on my lap and I'll show you what's up.
listen. All I did was Google. I thought I did a great
It
job.
was a good effort, dude. It was
I was
a good
excited
effort.
about the joke.
I love it.
A+ stories, and we interrupted it for D
we
minus
I
we
love
interrupt this
it.
live broadcast for a horrible joke.
You want to hear a great joke?
Yes, we do.
A girl goes to the gynecologist and she says, "I'm freaking out. I keep finding postage stamps from Costa Rica in my vagina." And he examines her and he says, "Lady, those aren't postage stamps. Those are the stickers from bananas."
No, that's a good one. Oh my God, that is. Is that on one of your?
That's a joke!
I just woke up.
That's a joke!
He
Joke.
did.
I got jokey. I don't need the job kick. I got jokey. Jokey. I just called him Jackie the joke.
You
man.
guys are adorable.
Thank you so
That's
much.
a,
We
that
love
was a
you.
true story.
That's a
I
good
was at
scene
that
for our
stupid
terrible
bar.
jokes.
You have not seen people till you go to one of these Frank McKay parties.
We love Frank
Two
McKay.
times around there, and I'm like, oh my God, I saw one guy I would maybe kiss. And then I see these two luscious girls sitting at the bar, nose to nose. Oh man.
So wait, I want to talk about your book. Let's get into that because it's an autobiography. It's the first time that you're opening up about everything.
Great name, I
love it. Well, it's about a stern, which is a fun play on words because I'm a nautical guy. I've been in Bayville for 40 years.
Right.
50 years. Oh, Jesus. And,
the forward's by Artie Lang.
Artie.
Do you still talk to Artie?
He's a good pal. Yeah,
good.
He recorded the forward about a month ago.
We love Artie.
We love Artie.
He's really great, and he's in that new show, Crashing, on HBO. You should watch it. It's really great.
I want to see it. I don't have HBO.
And, of course, and they wanted stuff about the show, and I had been writing for so long and had so much stuff. Right now, the book's going to be 300. The book is 300 pages.
Wow.
And it's like 30 or 40% about me, and then the rest is about the show, but me on the show.
Okay.
But I have exactly enough to do the exact same book, only completely different, with like 30 or 40% me, and so I got enough stories and Stern Show stories to do volume 2. So I'm praying that people are going to enjoy my writing.
I think they will. Now
you have to buy it.
I've been giving people stories for years and years, and all my friends are like, you got to put that out because they say it's very accessible, it's easy to read, and it's funny, blah, blah, blah. So I think people are going to be able to read it really quick and zoom through it, and they're going to say, we're going to have volume 2.
Volume dose.
It's coming out October 24th, and I'm telling everybody, even you Jews.
The perfect Hanukkah. The perfect Hanukkah gift.
Buy 5 or 10 of them, and instantly you have Hanukkah presents, Christmas presents. You got, and what's worse, Christmas shopping is such a pain in the ass.
It is.
If you know somebody's a Stern fan, you order a few books.
We all are.
You got
Who
all
is it?
your shopping covered, I make a few dollars. Hey.
And do you go into about the whole falling out? Like, can you give us your take on how, why you left Stern?
Yeah, that's in there, of course.
Can you go into that a little bit on this interview?
I put all the money that I wanted and didn't get, and because everybody has their own, there's so many versions of what happened.
Right.
Different perspectives.
So I just told the truth. People ask me what happened.
Right.
And I'll tell them, and they'll go, well, that's what you said 15 years ago. I'm like, because that's what happened.
Right.
And the story doesn't change,
Right. So, you didn't want to leave. It's just.
No, it was weird. I was in a very weird place in my life, and it was one of those things where I set the bar at a certain place and said, if I can get that, I'm going to stay. And if I don't get that, I'm not going to stay. And I'm full of crap because then I wound up calling a couple months later and said, listen, I'll take the offer. It was there, but it wasn't there. But you kind of know, I was at a point where I knew I had to get divorced, and I knew I had to quit drinking, and there was no way I was going to, I'm a drunk, so there's no way I was going to work all week and not have a reward at the end of the week. And I knew if I got a divorce, the listeners are going to call, hey, Jackie got rid of that piece of crap, and it just would have been hell.
Aww.
But that wasn't, there was all these little mitigating reasons. I said, but I'll go through all that shit for X. And they didn't have X, and I said, all right, But so many people are like, you're out of your mind. You know what? My life's been a delight.
So would you say it worked out perfectly?
You have to say that because,
I'm asking
I got my buddy, he says everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. Because
if
it wasn't, it would be different, but that would be the way it's, I said, just shut.
But
no, everything's great.
Do you talk to Howard? Do you guys
work
together?
He drove me here.
No! Howard,
right now!
Come on in. You do radio show, though, still, right?
I had my own radio show on one of the Stern channels for 8 years. Jackie's Joke Cunt.
Oh my God, I love
it.
That's great.
That stopped 3 years ago or something like that. But that was where we did 402 one-hour joke shows. It was the funniest show in the world. But only if you like jokes. It's like having the world's greatest opera show. It's a great show if you like opera. Otherwise, it sucks. If you like jokes, don't listen to Jackie's Joke Cunt.
My brother-in-law wants to know. I'm going to ask one of his questions.
Okay, we have a question from the audience.
What are a few things that makes a
person? My brother-in-law wants to know.
Let me light the candle.
What makes a person funny, in your opinion?
You have to have the last name Martling.
Or my last name. I was class clown, by the way. I just want to throw that out for everybody.
I'm sure you're not shocked by this.
For years, that was one of the questions that interviewers used to ask. They used to say, were you the class clown? And I would always say no.
I was going to ask you that.
Oh, were you?
No, he wasn't.
Because in my twisted mind, and I'm not making this up.
All right.
The concept of being class clown was almost like being king of the prom. To me, that was like, I had never anointed myself that. Like, of course. And then all of a sudden one day I said, wait a minute. Your 8th grade class picture, you're sitting there giving the finger. Maybe you were the class clown. Then I realized, of course no. I got thrown out of the high school lunchroom for laughing
You're like
too
me.
loud.
I got kicked out.
For laughing too loud. You know how loud a high school lunchroom is? And I got thrown
That's
out of the
crazy.
bowling alley bar for laughing too loud.
Well, that I could
the
see.
The bar
well,
at the bowling alley. So
no, the bowling.
Maybe I was either class clown or just an annoying prick. But
Did you get a lot of chicks, though?
Oh, man, are you kidding? No.
Now, Jackie, tell us about the sitcom.
Yes,
you were just,
Shoot Me Nicely.
Yeah, let's hear about
that. A guy came on my radio show.
You have a lot of good names in this one.
A guy came on my radio show who was had just made a film, and Elias Fagiano, he's a delightful guy. He raised the money, wrote the movie, produced it, directed, and it's great. It was the Crimson Mask, the Crimson Mask, and he came on my radio show to promote it, and we hit it off, and I really liked him, and he said, someday I'm going to write something for you. I said, oh, that's great. And like a year ago, he called up and said, hey, man, we're doing a sitcom pilot, and I wrote you a part. And Linda Hamilton from The Terminator is in it.
We love her.
William Sadler's in it, who's...
John Bellman from Wolf of Wall Street. He's adorable. If he's available, give him my number. Go ahead.
Great guy.
1-800-WINE.
We had so much fun making it. And we just came back from Germany where we won Best New Series. We won in Manchester. We won in Los Angeles. We won in Pasadena. We won in Manhattan. We won in Williamsburg. You know, Best Series, Best this, Best that.
You play a pot-smoking landlord.
I play a pot-smoking
Larry.
landlord.
And your name is Larry.
How appropriate.
And
I really was sitting, it's funny because I was sitting on the stoop and they said, it'd be really great if you smoked a cigarette. I said, I can't smoke a cigarette, I'll choke. I said, I'll smoke a joint. And they go, where are we going to do the joint? So I'm actually sitting there smoking a joint when the guy comes home, so it's very funny. You know.
And what's the premise of the show? What's it about?
The premise of the show is, it's about a photographer.
Okay.
And he was a fashion photographer, but he got sick of putting up with everybody's
BS.
Show business bull crap.
That's John Bellman, right?
So he started doing, tabloid stuff.
Okay.
Because you can make so much money for a picture of Kim Kardashian with her finger in her nose. But then as time went on, now everybody and his mother has cell phones and iPads. So like if there's an exclusive picture, the whole world gets it. So it's hard for this guy to make any money.
Right.
He's not making any money. I'm his landlord. He can't pay the rent. He's a loser. And it's about him getting a shot and what ensues is really, really
and
funny.
When is it
and I'm trying to be a nice guy, but
we're going to show a clip, but when is it coming out and where can everybody see it?
It's on shootmenicely.com. You can see the whole 18-minute pilot. And there's like 4 different companies that are interested. So It looks like we're going to pick up to make 8 more, 8 episodes.
It's
but
exciting.
You never know.
It is.
It could go to the moon. It could fall dead. But it's definitely going to be on. We went to Germany so the people from Sky could see it. Sky is like Time Warner or like Netflix, whatever they do in Europe.
Yeah.
And one of the head guys of Sky loved it, and he might back Sky might back the 8 episodes, but if they don't, but if you get on Sky, so this pilot is definitely going to be at least on Netflix.
Well, what's funny,
which is fun. That's a nice.
I love what you sent me. I was laughing. We're going to show a clip right now, right, Jazeems? He has a clip of it right now.
Hey, Larry.
Hey.
I love your shirt.
And
What's that all about?
Long story.
Yeah, we'll make it a quick one because you're not going to be here that much longer.
What?
The rent is due on the 1st of the month. How many times we got to go over this?
It's the 4th.
It's the 7th of the following month. You're behind 2 months.
See that? Picture on the front of the paper? I took that. Photo by S. Wheeler. It's going to be all over the news for weeks. I'm going to see my agent in a few hours. I'll get you a check. Cash. Today.
Great. See this? It's an eviction notice. Read it.
Got it.
Kid, I hate to do this, I really do, but I got a mortgage.
You're so good, Jack.
I got a young wife to take care of.
Mary's like 2 years younger.
She spends that money like a chesty 22-year-old. Please do me a favor, pay the rent.
All right, I won't let you down, I promise.
He's a
I brought that Jamaican.
That was awesome.
I brought the Jamaican No Problem T-shirt as a goof.
That was great.
No way.
And I wanted,
you had it?
And I had it.
It was in your own wardrobe?
I want that to be funny,
Jackie.
and I want them smoking pot. It's totally off the wall.
See, it's gonna be great.
You're a great actor.
I know that you were
I'm
just being
fun.
yourself.
You're
were just being
funny.
yourself.
I'm fun. I'm old.
Funny.
Did you even feel like you were acting? You just
No, I
felt
feel like
you
it's
were
just
being yourself?
normal.
I didn't even know there was a camera.
Not like these 20 in front of us.
You don't like all these other cameras in front of you?
You got to see. You got to get a movie called Venus in Vegas.
Okay, Venus in Vegas.
In Venus in Vegas, I make out, and I mean
Ooh.
make out.
Okay.
She licks mustard and
Oh,
ketchup
my.
off me, and we
Oh.
French kiss.
Is this a porno?
Mrs. Brady.
Mrs. Brady?
Brady,
No
no.
way.
Florence Henderson?
You're
Florence
lying.
Henderson
What?
and Jackie Marlowe.
Where?
It's a great movie. It's so silly. There's so
my.
many famous people
I want
in
to
it.
see it.
It's so funny because it was like an independent movie, and when we started the movie, Jamie Presley wasn't famous.
Oh, we
She
love
got
Yeah.
famous and got unfamous before the movie came out. And it's so much fun. It's called Venus in Vegas.
And
The
it's
whole
so
world's
much
in it.
fun. She was
And you know
singing
who's
with
in it? Stephen Bowers. Anybody watch
Larry.
Ray Donovan?
Yes, I love Ray Donovan.
Stephen Bauer is his
Oh my
assistant,
God, I love
the
it.
Israeli guy.
Oh my God.
Stephen Bauer's like from Brooklyn, you know. He's done all his, he's so good, and you know.
Well, you were excellent in that.
love
I
it.
feel like I was
It's
just
fun.
watching you.
You gotta see me and Mrs. Brady making out. And
I want to see
playing
that.
You and Florence.
Should we do one of me, you, and Connie making out, or should we end with that on?
You want to hear my show business story?
Sure,
Wanna
go
hear
ahead.
me-
Please.
This is me leaping into show business.
Yes.
So, word gets out that I did a movie with Florence Henderson. So I get an email from the guy who played lead guitar in my band in college in 1969. And it says, Martling, that's really cool. You're in a movie with Florence Henderson. How cool is it that you guys had the same birthday? And I wrote back to him. I said, you know, it's bad enough, you homo, that you know what my birthday is. How would you? He said, and he wrote back. He said, listen, every year you made such a big deal about it being your birthday, so you could get even more drunk than normal. So how could we forget that your birthday was Valentine's Day? And I was watching Mike Douglas one day, and she was on Mike Douglas, and he said, oh, your birthday's Valentine's Day? Yeah. And he said to myself, oh, same as Martling. And then 20 years
And that's a
later, or
pretty
30
one.
years later, I'm in a movie with her, and he remembered.
That's crazy.
So and I looked it up, and I'm equipped with this knowledge that me and Florence have the same birthday. So it turns out that me and her hit it off so well. I played her boyfriend, and she was the grandmother of the lead guy in the movie. And so me and her hit it off so well. They said, "Well, we got to give you more to do. Why don't you come to the Palms Casino in Las Vegas and you can be the bus driver for the old people?" And that's part of the plot.
Okay.
So me and Florence has got this group of old ladies that are in on the scheme, and her road partner is Eileen Ryan. Not Irene Ryan from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh.
Eileen
Ryan.
So Eileen Ryan is Sean Penn's mother. And
I love Sean Penn.
so before we're going to go out and stand, the three of us are going to stand there and play craps at the Palms Casino. So we're behind a curtain getting made up. So I'm sitting here, and Florence is here, and Eileen is sitting there. And I've been equipped with this, we got the same birthday, and I want to put it where I can, right? So we're sitting there, it's kind of quiet, and out of a clear blue sky, I go, you know, Florence, we have the same birthday. And she goes, oh, is your birthday Valentine's Day? I said, yeah, February 14th. She goes, oh. And Eileen says, oh, you know, Sean has the same birthday as Robert De Niro. And Florence leans over and goes, how is Bobby? And I said, yeah, how is Bobby?
Oh my God.
For 2 seconds, I was in show business. Look at me. How's Bobby? You gotta see me making out with her.
I want to see
what
it.
happened was that I'm sitting there, and she
God.
won the trifecta, and she comes up with a hot dog and says, I won the trifecta, and she's eating a hot dog, or I was eating a hot dog. But the point is that we were the background because they're planning the crime at the other table. So we're the background of the, so they did like 5 takes times 5 different angles, and we're sitting there and we had to make out every take.
Was it a good makeout?
Oh, I got pregnant. Everybody said, what was it like making out with her? And I said, I'll tell you the truth, there was a twitch. If she had said, follow me to the trailer, I would have beat her there. And she had a good time in Hollywood.
She did.
Wow.
You threw a frisbee, you would have hit 9 guys that banged her.
Mrs. Brady?
I can't believe that. What about Alice? What about the maid?
No, Mrs. Brady hung out with
her.
You banged Alice?
Yeah.
Oh,
when she was Schultze on the Bob Cummings show, I banged her.
Really? Are you
No.
lying? You really banged her?
I didn't bang anybody.
Oh my God.
I didn't bang you yet. But you owe me a hand job.
Oh God.
You do, Mom.
We all owe you a hand job after this show. We're all going to be in a line.
I got one last night.
You did? By who?
Me.
How was it?
So
Did you fall
Jackie,
asleep during it? You did. All right.
Jackie, where can people find you next? I
Yes.
know, when's your next gig?
In your bed.
I'll see you in 10 minutes.
When is this going to air? Or is it airing now?
It's airing now
airing.
live.
April 15th, I will be at the Studio Theater in Lindenhurst, which is a great club. It's a little theater upstairs in Lindenhurst.
Oh.
They usually have plays, but I became good friends with the guy, and I've been there about 5 times, and it's only about 200 seats, and it's great fun. So please come to the Studio Theater in Lindenhurst and say hello to my friend Dave Dubin when you call up, because he books it, and he trains the actors, and he washes the dishes,
Oh my
and
God.
he vacuums the place.
He does everything.
Aren't you
sounds
playing
like.
in Atlantic City too?
at the end of the month, in Sunday through Thursday, April 23rd to 27th, I'm at the Borgata with
us.
Date night.
I'm at the Borgata with Richie Minervini, who was the
not
guy
us?
who was on stage that night, and I said, I'm as funny as that guy.
Really?
And he showed me his card. We've been friends for 40
Oh,
years.
that's nice.
He's Kevin James' opening act.
We
and
love
Kevin
Kevin
Stubble.
James.
He's Kevin Stubble when they make movies. Richie's a great character. One of the great all-time characters. And he told me a lie.
Oh, shoot.
And
What
the
happened?
fact that he told me a lie is why I wound up writing for Rodney Dangerfield.
What
Really?
was the
So
lie?
it worked out.
My
Sounds like it
life
worked
is
out.
built on-
What was
Lies.
the lie? What was the lie?
in the early days when you're doing this,
Oh, shoot. Do I need more job?
everybody you exaggerate how you're doing because it's so hard.
Uh-huh.
And my grandmother passed away, and so me and my girlfriend were living at my grandmother's house after she passed away, and nobody knew the number, of course, except her dead friends
Oh my
and a few
God.
people. And Richie would come and stay there sometimes because it was closer to the city. She lived in Mineola. And one night he walked in and said, "Hey, I went on to Dangerfields tonight. It was fantastic. I went up there and I killed, and Rodney was there, and he said, I was so good. He said, I'm going to be doing some TV. I think I want to use you, and come on back and do the club anytime." And I'm like, I could still, as I'm talking, I could burst. I was so jealous. I wanted to die. I'm like, wow. And after he left, I sat down at my typewriter and with the paper, with the carbon paper, and took every joke that I knew or thought I knew and typed up all these jokes. And a friend of mine had called a few weeks earlier and told me this crazy line over the phone. He was selling cocaine in Peru, and he called me from Peru to tell me this joke. So I incorporated that. And I folded up and put it in an envelope and wrote Rodney Dangerfield. And a couple days later, Richie walked in and said, "Hey, Richie, here, I need you to give these jokes to your friend Rodney Dangerfield." And he goes, "Oh, man." I said, "What?" He said, "I didn't even get, Rodney wasn't at the club. I didn't even get on stage." I said, "You mother..." I said, "I just typed up 6 pages of jokes." He says, I said, "You weren't even there." He goes, "Oh, no, I was there." And I swear on my mother, he took out a matchbook. And it said Dangerfields with the address. And I was like, took the matchbook and I got nothing to lose. So I just wrote the address on the envelope and put it on a stamp and put it in the mail. What do I got to lose?
Right.
And like 2 days later, me and my girlfriend are sitting there, and the phone rang. Now, the phone never rang because they were all dead, the people that knew the number.
God.
But of course, I put my phone number in the thing.
Of course.
And you don't have to believe this is a true story. And the phone rings, and we're having lunch, and I answer the phone. I said, hello? Hello. I said, who's this? It's Rodney.
No way.
I said, Rodney who? Oh, I knew you were fucking funny. I knew you were funny. She said, there's some great stuff here. Great stuff. There's 2 baggers, the funniest joke I ever heard, you know? It was pretty good, you know? And that was the joke the guy had called me from Peru. And he says, yeah, I'm in Westbury Friday now. Why don't you come down there? You know, come on down here. I'll give you some money for the jokes, you know? We'll hang out. And me and my girlfriend went backstage in Westbury, and at the time I had a ponytail in the middle of my back and ragged blue jeans. I walked in, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, she's pretty. She's pretty. Have a piece of fruit. She's pretty. Hey, look at you with the hair. What? There's some funny stuff. Look at the jeans. She's really pretty. Have a piece of fruit. And he bought 4 jokes, and I wound up traveling with him a little bit.
Wow.
All because Richie told me a lie.
That's
What?
amazing.
Thank God he lied to you.
You could not make
Richie! Thank God you lied to
And
Jackie.
he's at the Borgata. You guys come backstage.
We're going.
Yeah, we're there.
You can ask him if it's a true story.
We will.
We're gonna be up. We're gonna stand there with our step and repeat. We're gonna be right
We're gonna
next
do
to
a
you. We're gonna be
video.
on
Date
stage.
night.
So, you know,
Date night
there's 3
style.
guys on the show, and I could have closed the show, but it's the same money for everybody. I said, no, I want to go on second. I only got to do 25 minutes. It's just like falling off a horse. Then I'll come out and sit with you guys, and we'll throw stuff.
Yes, I like that. So
Okay,
Jackie, where can
we're
everybody?
promoting at Jackie Martling. Every day at 4:20, I send out jokes. 516-922-WINE is dirty jokes. If you like getting
Get a
jokes
dirty
in
joke
the
every day.
email, if you email me, jokeland@AOL.com, JOKELAND@AOL.com. I send out jokes once a month.
Yep.
And
Where can they get tickets for your next show? On your website?
no, my website. There's a
All right,
mouse
no.
operates my website. You know,
Okay.
just
No website.
Call Richie.
Call on. They're easy. You know, there's the phone numbers everywhere. I send it out. Blah blah blah.
All right, but they can go on your website and see your upcoming gigs.
I don't know who's watching this where. I'm at the Parks Casino on
Okay.
Wednesday, April 12th. I'm doing Studio Theater April 15th. I'm doing Chuckles in June.
I like Chuckles.
So
and
Jackie,
your
all
book's
your
coming out in
calendar dates are
October.
on.
But the book is in pre-sale.
Can't
and
wait.
it's going to be it's done. And
It's
It's
amazing.
fun. It's funny. Jackie the Joke Man, no pot, no dots, no periods, just JackieTheJokeman.com. If you go to JackieTheJokeman.com, boom, Amazon comes up, $48, but for you, $15.
Yeah! We love you,
That's your
Jackie.
date night discount.
I can't wait to get my T-shirt in the mail. I stumped Jackie the Joke
Yeah.
Man.
A shout out to my lovely, delicious, wonderful girlfriend, Barbara Klein.
She should
Barbara,
have came
we
here.
miss you.
Yesterday we had a huge snowstorm, so she got.
All right, we missed you.
But she's lovely and she's wonderful, and I'm not going to get a hand job. Maybe one.
Oh my God.
But probably from her father. So that doesn't.
Oh shit. Is she funny? Do you date somebody who?
She's funny and delightful. She works for Omnipop Talent,
Oh wow.
and I had a show at the brokerage, and there was a very funny girl named Erica Rhodes who was my opening act, and she was from California. So Barbara represents her. So Barbara came with her to the show, and I was waiting to go on. I walked over and said, "Who are you?" She said, "I'm Barbara Klein." I said, "I never saw you before." She said, "I worked for Omnipop for years and years and years." I said, "I never saw you before."
Aw.
Are you married? She said, "No." I said, "Me neither."
Uh-oh.
We
You'll
took
be
a-
giving me a hand job later, Barbara. No, I'm just kidding.
We took a picture together, and then I worked it, and finally she agreed to go out on a date with me, and
Good for you.
went to see Willie Nelson, and came back in love.
Oh, you're in love.
Barbara.
Wow. Jackie the Joke Man. See, I love that it always comes back to love.
Thanks, Jackie. Tell everyone your website again is.
Jokeland.com, but forget Jokeland.com.
Oh, forget
buy
about
the
it.
book.
Just buy the
book.
goddamn book. Go to Amazon.com right
Jackie
now.
the
Pre-order
Joke
it.
Man, JackieTheJokeman.com.
Jackie
Thanks,
the Joke Man, bow to
guys.
stern.
Please
Pre-order it.
subscribe to our YouTube channel, Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. Follow us on Twitter and like our
Tweet
Facebook
us,
page. We'll see you
Instagram us.
next. Oh, he's feeling me up right now.
Oh,
No,
I'm getting jealous.
Do you know,
Where's my feel up, Jackie?
I come from a wasp family.
Thank you, everybody,
And
for watching. We love you,
My
Jackie.